I should go speed that up a little bit. I was just way down over there looking for gophers. The two that are actually working down there that I was watching last night. Yeah, they already been up and plugged their hole this morning. These are all still scattered out. And, Sapphire right there, standing close to the gate. Maybe she'll touch it. You watch her jump. She might. If we look up there where the cell tower is that you can't see today. It might be a little bit of smoke, but I think it's got a little moisture with it. And we look that way, where we couldn't see because of smoke a few days ago. Well, yeah. Apparently, we're supposed to be dampened this week. Moisture's in the air. I mean, I can kind of feel it every now and then. You don't see it on anything, but don't see it either. But well, maybe we'll get some rain. Definitely not going to be any sunrise this morning. And I think I mentioned last night those cedar trees. Yeah. It's one of those things, they still create some shade for these girls. At the same time, they're a pain in the ass. I mean, they walk under them, break limbs off. Limbs might lay on their back for a few steps. Then they get kicked around. And then you come to pasture harrow and you don't pick the limbs up first, and limbs end up everywhere. So, I mean, it'll be good to get them out of there. Not that we need to take the time to mess around with that, but... And then the bad thing is, we're going to irrigate that next. We're starting at that end, of course, right? Work our way this way. Well, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be this run. Friday will be this one, but that's far enough. I mean, that only runs over into here. It's not going to get that wet, but hopefully the draw through there isn't too wet Saturday or Sunday for Maury to get a truck through. I mean, if it is, he can follow his way around the field. I don't care. Just go the way we work it. And then I got to load him. Hopefully I can reach high enough to load the truck. Otherwise, that might be interesting. Most of that stuff's way too big to get a hold of with the grapple on the excavators, so it's going to be probably the 175 with the manure forks on it. I might have to go down to the neighbors and borrow my grapple forks back. Grapple forks that go on the skid steer, I might be able to use them. But still, skid steer doesn't lift that high. I mean, I can load his trailer easy enough that way if I can lift him, but yeah, So anyway, there's 3.5 minutes of your morning, or your evening, actually, my morning, that I wasted for you. There's them hoodlums that are sparring all the time. And of course, yes, I get the camera out and they stop. It's like, no, nothing going on here. The whole group of them was just doing it. A little bit going on. They're the last ones up here. They're getting locked out of this one today, and they get put in there. Hopefully there's no grass here to last them a while. And this is about the 4th one I've waited at. I don't know if he's going to plug it on me or not. Bad thing is, when they plug their hole, if you're in a good spot to shoot them, you can't see them plug the hole. So, and yeah, there was a little more moisture I felt, but not too much. See what happens. Blakely's chilling with me and Ty for a little bit. Becky had to run to the bank and the grocery store. And the Traveler's not quite all the way in, but it's in close enough to hand crank, and yeah. So Ty's trying to figure out how to pack Blakely around with her. And Blakely's just being not happy, sitting here waiting. So she already tried one deal. We couldn't figure out how the kid's supposed to go in it. And this one, I don't know that we're going to figure it out either. The other one was a whole lot bigger. But there was like no way to hold the kid in it. It's like, really? I mean, unless you put the kid between Ty and the thing, and that's not how it should be. Like a monkey in a football. Yep, a monkey in a football. We're going to figure this thing out, I think.
We just gotta...
At least this one I can kind of see how it's supposed to work. Yeah, the other one, there's no freaking way. Okay, we got it figured out, so she's in it.
She's technically supposed to be backward facing, but she hates it. She wants to be able to see everything.
Yeah, so...
But she is safe and secure.
We're going to see how this works. She can't fall out of it, I don't think. If she does, I'm going to kick somebody's ass.
No, she can't fall out of it.
So... we're going to see if we can move a traveler with a grumpy girl.
Okay.
Ty's going to have fun opening gates. I guess I need a bike. I got to move... I got to move this thing, no. Then I can get my bike. Haven't seen little Miss Ducky in a few days, but here she is. Ty thinks she's got a nest, but she's thinking the nest is way over there, or maybe in the neighbors over there. I mean, I'm 99.9% sure there ain't one around here. Seems kind of late in the year for a nest, but you never know. I mean, hell, the swallows that are underneath the bridge, yeah, there's another group of babies there, so who knows. Either way, she's over here eating what she can eat. Yeah, sprinkler's going. Blakely's sleeping. And they stalled, but now they're going to come. All that frickin' dust, and just think where they're running was irrigated not even a week ago. That yellow tag's always one of the first ones. Look at that. 2 yellow tags are the first ones. And the 4th one. And the 5th one. Yeah. They're going, wow. Look at that. New pasture. It looks a lot better when you get behind Ty. And there's like 5 gophers out in this piece now. They don't want to be late. The others could care less. They're still at the bottom of the hill. But they're coming. She says, where's my calf? Yeah, keep them happy for a while. There's Hope. She's still doing really good. And of course, Bam. Yeah, I'm here. Party can start now. They all decide, oh, Dad's up there. We need to hurry up. So, the far spreader is the New Holland. Always had trouble with that sucker. It would throw big chunks instead of breaking it up. When we got the International, we found that the beater goes a lot faster. So, how do you remedy that? One thing we did was the New Holland now has a hydraulic floor. But for the beater, we set it up. So on this tractor, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Got to add that little tiny bit of length to the drawbar. Flip it over to run the 1000 shaft and put the adapter on, because we run the PTO at 800 RPMs, which makes the beaters on both machines run the same speed. And International's a 540. So that's how we do that. And the New Holland is a whole different Actually works quite well now. Still leaves a clump once in a while, but that's design of the teeth, I think. But yeah, that's how we accomplish it. And it works. If we run it on the International, we don't have to put this on. It comes out just perfect on it once you add the adapter. But on this one, no, it needs it or you'll bust something. So that's how we do it. Get them hooked up. I don't know how far we're going to get today. I don't think we're going to spread the shit. 99.9% sure that ain't going to happen. Especially since I'm supposed to be getting a load of straw today. I don't think that's going to happen either. I'm not sure if they got it baled up or not. They were hoping to have some today. Haven't got a hold of him yet. So anyway, we'll get these things hooked up and out of the way and get the disc hooked up finally. Tractor's still hiding in there though. I brought this in so we could check the other front hub. Because, I don't know, a few weeks ago all of a sudden we had a little oil on the wheel. And, I mean, it's always been a little gunky on the backside, but never any wet spots. And, oh, of course, the trail on the wheels. Up, there it is. So, I figured we better check the oil in that. And on this one, it's not like the cases. You don't check it out here. It's actually on the backside. Right there's the plug. We just got to get it down here to check it. Oh, while it's in here, and yeah, I know. There's a drip on the floor. Steering cylinders have leaked the whole time we've had it. You know, it's a little bit. It's not worth tearing them apart. But while we had it in here, it's like, well, let's see what we can find on the PTO because it leaks. I was assuming it was probably the outer seal. Because this, you can change shafts. You pull the clip and you actually physically change the shaft like the 30 series John Deere's. The cases that are changeable, you pull the shaft out, wipe the crap off of it, turn it around and put it back in. This one you change the whole shaft, which it's fine. We've had the other shaft in it. And I don't remember on the John Deere's, you always parked them on a hill so you didn't lose the oil. On this thing, I don't remember doing that. Doesn't say anything in the book about doing that. Ty pulled that and it puked. So why do we have oil in the socket in there? It's not making sense. So maybe we had a different leak than we thought. And I don't want to tear into this right now. I don't want to tear into it at all, but we got to do something about the leak. The Telltale 6x6 is in the shop. The truck's running away from them. And a dirty frickin' shop floor. Yeah. Oh yeah. 3394 book. Wait, there's more. There's another 3394 book. And there's somebody that put up a TikTok a little bit ago because yeah, we know a few mechanics on there. And they said both inner seals.
And someone said the bearings too.
And somebody said bearings too, but I don't think the bearings are bad. We'll find out when we get into it. But we're not going to get into it right now. That is why it is parked over there. It may just run that way for a while. I don't know. It's been running that way. But really what we should do is figure everything out on that because the PTO brake does not work. Either that or the clutches are warped so that it always has drag on it. And I've measured it 2 or 3 times. It hasn't changed. There's 34 foot-pounds of torque on that PTO shaft. At 35 pounds, you can hold it. 34 pounds, it will turn. So, it makes it a pain in the ass spreading manure. Shut it off for the first load, and I put enough against the beaters that the beaters can't turn freely. And then it holds it, and after that, whoever's running it leaves the pile against the beaters. So, you know, it's like 1 scoop less than a full load every trip, but it works. We've turned it apart. But it also has an internal park brake, which is, from what I understand, it's the same brake that the 175 has for turning brakes. There's 2 discs with teardrop cutouts in them, and what are they? Probably 1.25 inch diameter balls between them. So when you step on it, one disc turns and the ball rides to the shallower part of the cutout, and that's what puts your pressure on the brake linings. System works great, but on the 175 it's set up out on the axles in a dry position, and condensation creates rust, creates friction, creates wear. Tractor was built in 74. We've done the brakes twice since then. It's way overdue for it again, but it's still stopping. Those balls end up like half-sized and all kinds of misshaped. So, if that's what's inside that one, it shouldn't be misshaped. It's just a matter of they're probably wore out, considering who the last two previous owners were. One was a construction outfit and one was a dairy, and especially with somebody to help you get on dairies feeding, they set the park brake and then they fill the grinder mixer and then they jump in it and go and wonder why she's short of power. So anyway, that's where we're sitting at on that. I mean, it's still working. It's just going to be more of a job than we want to tackle right now while we got other things to do. And I was supposed to go today and get a load of straw. I just got a text from him. I was going to text him and I didn't. I just got a text from him and he said, yeah, we had baler troubles. They got 7 bales out the back of the baler and took it back to the shop. They are currently headed back to the field right now to see if they can make bales. So hopefully tomorrow, maybe I can get a load. I'll check with them in the morning and see. Yeah, if I'm going to do that, and I got a lot of straw here to move before I can load it, but that is what it is. Plus, for part of where we're going to spread manure, I'd like to do a little recutting on the road. It'd be nice to put that blade on the front of the skid steer, but I don't have that fancy Bobcat standardized coupler on the front of mine, so I got to make something to be able to hook up to that blade. Not a real big deal. It's just a matter of takes a little time and a little tinkering and a little thinking. So anyway, that would be pretty much our day. Oh, and that mobile home, which is just about straight through there, because that white spot there, that's a shed that's the next piece of property over. That's how I know exactly where it is. He must have had 2 dumpsters brought the other day. Both dumpsters were full this morning, and the only thing left of that was he had a pretty good pile of rubble. I'm assuming he tore out as much as he could, but without a place to put it. And maybe about 10 feet of the end of one section, and the add-on porch was the only thing that was left. I think it's all gone now. I don't know. I'll see tomorrow when I'm out there. But, no more murder house or whatever you want to call it over there. Druggy house. All kinds of weird shit happened over there. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope your Monday went a little better than ours. Not that ours was bad, but it was a Monday. And hope you all have a great Tuesday.